Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm one of your hosts, Becky. I'm joined by Matthew.
Hello.
We got Rainie on the ones and twos.
Hello.
And we got everybody's favorite mom, Rachel.
Hi.
What's up, girlfriend?
How are you guys?
Hello.
We're just chilling,
Yeah.
always just waiting for you to come back. Come back and sit
You've been
with
neglecting us,
You-
Mom. You've
You don't
been away
leave
for
this
too long.
room in between my visits.
Yeah,
You're
this is
always here.
Severance.
Yeah,
We're
yeah, yeah.
severed.
Sometimes feels like it, you know?
Rachie Poo, what's new? You got any rosebud and thorn for the
Rosebud and Thorn, I don't
for the
know, but
month,
something
week?
truly harrowing happened to me this morning.
Harrowing.
Were you
Harrowing.
humbled by a 6-year-old?
Harrowing.
I was not humbled by a 6-year-old. I nearly lost my life doing hair this morning. So I get the girls ready by myself every morning. Watson's off on set at like 4 a.m. or whatever.
Wow.
And the girls and I are running around. And if you have ever seen pictures of June and Poppy, you know they have the longest, thickest hair.
Okay, brag.
I know, right?
Brag.
I mean, they took it from me and I have the thinnest, worst hair.
They took the hair from
They
me.
stole it directly
I think
to
they
my
should just
detriment.
give it to us.
They should.
I think they should, and I think it's honestly rude that they haven't yet.
It is. I pull it back and put it in braids every day for 2 reasons. One, they need to be able to see, keep it out of their face so they can run, play, work. But also lice is reason number 2. So it goes into a braid every day because we don't want them getting lice. There's lice in elementary schools. Children are gross. We've never gotten it, but I know people who get it multiple times a year.
Really?
Well, okay. So I've
I
set
don't
the
feel like I
scene.
never got lice growing up.
Oh, I got it once. It was horrible.
I don't remember. Maybe I blocked it out.
I got it in like 2nd grade once. It was bad.
It's just bugs in your head, right?
Yeah.
Like moldy bugs.
Moldy?
Yeah, don't you get lice from mold?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If
But
only there was something
the
that
children-
could tell us.
The children get a wee bit of lice in their school, and so we have to like be really
Keep it
careful.
tight.
Yeah, keep
So
it
I
tight.
braid that hair every day. So anyways, set the scene. They're sitting down. They have these tiny, tiny, tiny little ponies that are like this, and they're rubber, like they're like little rubber bands. That's what stays in their hair. The like clothy ones fall out, like they're they're ragamuffins. And so I'm doing my little braids, holding a brush, braiding their hair. The other one's like climbing on my back, and I hold it in my mouth, right, so I can pull it out. And I've been doing this for 6 years.
Oh, no.
Well, this morning, someone said something, and I was talking to her back with it in my mouth, and I inhaled, and it got stuck in the back of my
What?
throat. And I was trying to get it up, and I was like trying to like make myself throw up to get it up, and I can still feel it in my throat right now.
You
I
swallowed it?
swallowed it further.
How small is that brush?
It's not the brush, the pony.
I was like, Jesus, Rachel.
The rubber
No.
band.
The rubber band went into
my.
my throat, and I like,
It's still
Did
there.
you get it out?
no, it's still there.
You drink some hot tea. What if it gets wrapped around your innards?
I mean, it's very small. Surely I can process it.
It'll probably just come out.
There's going to be like a little
I was-
blackout now.
A lot of fiber.
in the eyes
I was like-
of the angels.
Yeah, this will be in memoriam. In memoriam of Rachel. I was like trying to throw it up, and I like couldn't, and I could feel it was right here. I couldn't grab it, tried to grab it, and so I just like swallowed, but it's still in my throat. I can feel it.
Is it actually still in your throat, or did you just scratch your throat?
Or does the feeling remain? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should swallow some like hard candies.
Yeah, swallow some hard candy, then choke on that instead.
So it grips it on the way
Anyways.
down.
So
Swallow
it
some
was very
Gushers.
harrowing, and I was like trying to cough it up, and I was like kind of spitting on the floor, gross, but like I was trying to like
Yeah.
get it up, and both of the children were like in the corner.
I was gonna say, how are the girls reacting?
And I was like, can you go get me a paper towel? And they like scampered off. They're like, they were terrified. And I was like, and this is why you never put ponies in your mouth. Learn from me.
That's true. See, in my mind, you had the hairbrush in your mouth. And where I thought you were
No.
going with this, because Henny's in a phase where he likes to put like a slide whistle or like things to hold it in his mouth and then walk around. So we're always being like, Henry, if we're walking, we don't have anything in our mouth. So in my mind, you had a brush in your mouth, you fell, Final Destination style, and got by a brush.
No, I mean, I'm here, Becky. I'm here.
You survived.
Are you?
I'm alive.
Maybe you're a ghost.
No, this is my innie.
actually
Only my
all
Audi's dead. My Audi is rotting on the floor.
I love that trend of like your Audi being like a bad person or like having horrible fashion. They're like, your innie or your Audi listens to Nickelback.
So that was my morning.
Wow. So now you have to change your process every morning now.
I know. I really have to hold it on my finger, not in my mouth.
Yeah.
I need more hands to do all this hair.
Yeah.
And you know what? I still can't French braid. I don't know how.
Over, under, baby.
But how do you grab more hairs? That's the part.
With your other finger.
I don't know.
You gotta be dexterous.
Practice those other fingers.
Clearly, I'm not that
Practice
dexterous.
those other fingers.
The iPad kid over here wasn't
I'm too old to be an iPad kid. iPads didn't come out till I was 30.
Wasn't coloring enough. Have you seen that? They're saying kids like aren't as good.
I went all the way through high school without a computer. All right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like, you didn't even have one at home?
Write stuff.
No, I did it at school or the public library. I mean, I think some people had computers, but not us. And my aunt had one. And so I would go over to her house to write my papers. I'm pretty sure, this is going to make me sound so ancient though. I'm pretty sure late elementary school or early middle school, I wrote a couple of papers on a typewriter. We had one for sure.
That's just hard. Like, you got to get the whiteout out and do the things.
What if you make a mistake?
Whiteout.
What were you writing? What in the Tennessee were they? Bible verses.
Bible verses.
Bible verses for your science
I do
class.
think Tennessee was a little late to get computers at home, and my family was extra late to that. Like some of my friends definitely had them in middle school. I would use their computers too. There was we were IMing and there was AIM and stuff in middle school, but I didn't have it.
Yeah. Did you have to do typing class at school? I remember we had typing.
I had typing.
Hated it.
No, maybe 1 year of high school. But it was too late by then. I was already doing my dumb way.
2 fingers.
No, not 2 fingers. Just not the right way, you know?
I don't do it the right way either.
Yeah.
Okay, do you?
Yeah.
You do the exact right way?
Where you use
I use all my fingers.
Or 10 fingers, whatever.
And you put your fingers on the wherever the little whatchamacallits are.
No, 6 of them are doing all the work.
That's
These
how I feel.
Other 2
I think
are
I'm the same as
everything.
you, Rachel. I think I'm the same.
Yeah.
I don't type a lot
use
though.
all.
What am I typing?
Yeah, your skills are just
texting a lot.
rotting
I'm
away.
That's all thumbs.
It's all
thumbs.
this.
She's
It's
all thumbs.
thumb, baby. I'm all thumb. I don't need any of these fingers.
Yeah, well. The kids aren't going to do typing class either. They do all their assessments on iPads.
Chat GPT.
Tragic. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Soon they'll just be able to talk to Alexa and be like, Alexa, write my paper on.
I think they
it'll
do.
Spill it out and it'll be
But I'm also should we be punishing them for that?
No,
because
that's our fault.
And that's our fault. And we're using, I would be wow, you're really using the system.
Using your resources.
You're using your resources, right?
Yeah, we made a bad system for you to play in.
Yeah, why not?
We're sorry.
Although I would love to do a typing class again. All those typing games, I lived for those.
Oh yeah.
And then we had to do typing the alphabet, not looking at it, because that's what our tests were.
I don't think I could do
you
that.
had to type without looking. Oh, I could type the alphabet.
How many words per minute can you type?
100 million. 100 billion million.
What is good? I can't remember.
I can type
80,
I can
100?
type fast as hell, Matt.
I would believe it. I would believe that you could type faster than me for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Your face.
Look at those man hands. Can't type it.
They're stronger, okay? They could really push down those buttons.
I'm gonna break the keyboard. I love the clickety clack of a keyboard.
Zach has an
okay,
old
his
one.
is too loud.
And it is, and I sit next to him.
Average
really
typing
loud.
words per minute is 40 words a minute.
I'm
That's
not
the
even
average.
listening to anything in my headphones. I'm just blocking out the clickety clacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's nice at home, but his is it has a megaphone. I could probably hear it right now.
It's very, it is very
yeah.
satisfying sound, you know.
To hear the click clack.
If you're doing it, not if you're saying next to it.
It harkens back to the days of typewriters.
My youth.
Those are
child.
typewriters are so loud.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I also am The idea now, I mean, I get it when we were kids, but like the idea now that you could write something and then like a piece of paper blows away and it's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gone. Did you ever have like a paper in college or like high school that
your
like
dog
didn't
ate?
save?
Oh.
No, I had
No, we
one
didn't have
once.
dogs, Matt.
Your bunny ate?
That your horse ate?
I had one once that I had like accidentally saved somewhere weird. And the morning it was due, I couldn't find it. And I like went over and like panic rewrote it. The teacher came in. I was like, I'm working on it. I lost it. I don't know how. And then like 2 years later, I found it in like a weird folder.
Did you resend it to them?
No.
You're like, can you regrade for me?
I should have. But I just wrote from memory what I had written before. But it wasn't as good. It's never as good. You're like,
No,
you suck.
it's a ghost.
No, I always waited till the last minute. I know we're all surprised.
Well, when you type that fast,
keep your
you don't need to plan ahead.
Keep that shock to yourselves. I could never write, like I had to write it all in one sitting or not at all. Like I couldn't do like, oh, I'm
Did
gonna
you
write
ever
a
do
little
like
bit.
a thesis?
Like a 20-page paper. Ugh,
My thesis was like
Oh yeah.
100 pages. You can't write
I
that
did
all in one
not.
sitting.
No, my thesis was not that long. We
What
didn't have
was
to
your
do that.
thesis on?
Mine was a media one, and it was about. It was actually
fake news.
honestly, I was pretty with it at the time. So this is when I was still doing broadcasting, and I had a journalism class, and we had to write. It was like 25 pages, and I wrote about how. There wasn't even a word for it, but it was about cancel culture. It was about how, not Jay
Ahead of
Leno.
your time.
Who's the other? There was a late night host that cheated on his wife with an intern, and
Kill his oldest time.
it didn't affect his career at all in like zero ways. It's what's his name? Someone's yelling in the comments at me. It was.
I mean, you know, I'm horrible
Which
with
one?
names like this.
This is
It's like a skinny old white man.
they all
And he did like
are.
a public apology on air, and everybody was like, "This is going to end him," and it actually like didn't do anything to his career. So
And people liked him more.
the paper was about like how men in the media can admit to fault
Johnny
and be
Carson.
forgiven. Not
David
Johnny Carson.
Letterman.
That one.
David Letterman.
I think it was David Letterman. Google David Letterman affair.
Oh, Letterman had engaged in sexual affairs with multiple female employees.
Mm-hmm. But did you know that? No,
Stephanie.
because it went away.
No.
It went away.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm glad you were able to bring that to light
Thank you.
in your 25-page thesis and also today.
Yeah. In your thesis defense, you were like,
Yeah.
excuse me, why do we not all hate him?
I'm glad that things have changed so much since I was in college.
The culture.
The
culture.
The culture.
The culture's
But yeah,
so good.
That was the closest thing to a thesis that I ever had to write.
You
I
didn't
didn't
write
do-
25 pages in one sitting, did you?
That'd be a lot. Because then you also have to like cite things and you have like a biography.
I
and you
guess
have, like,
maybe
all
that
the-
one I didn't.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of
25.
work.
So much work, even if you type fast.
It was
Even
summer
if it's
school though,
double
so I didn't have a lot
spaced.
else to do except for work. So maybe I did. I don't remember. I feel like I blacked out. I blacked out a lot of those classes,
Can't remember anything.
especially the little classes. Do you ever have a class with like 6 people? I hated it.
No.
No,
Yeah, all my
Yeah.
classes were like with 6 people. You had to talk.
I don't like it.
Mm.
So much pressure.
Yeah, I liked the big lecture halls where I could hide,
Yeah.
or like acting classes. But the comms classes where it was like you just sit and
You had to
talk
give your
about things.
Mhm.
I mean, this
Ugh.
is based.
This is the
4 people.
Ugh.
4-person class right here, Becky.
Yeah.
You learn things every day.
Take me back.
Every day.
Speaking of taking me back, guys, we were all babies at one point.
We were?
We were
Really
Really
segue. really strong. Speak for yourself.
I mean, you know, professionals here. Rachie Poo,
Yes, Becky Poo.
we affectionately all call you mom. You're the mom of the internet.
Sure.
And what do moms love more than naming their children?
Baby names.
I mean, I
Baby
do
names.
love baby names.
Who doesn't love baby names?
I love baby names.
Do you have a list of baby names, Matt?
For pets.
Yeah, for pets.
For babies.
You have a list
Not
of
really
pet
for
names?
people's. But
Why
for
not?
pets. Because I feel like pet names, there's more variety.
Yeah.
Because you could name them people names or other
Food.
names like
Other
pesto
names. Yeah.
or kimbap. You know?
You wouldn't name a baby pesto?
Honestly, that'd be pretty cute.
I
would be
feel like they
so
would get
cute.
picked on. For sure.
Pesto.
With the name pesto.
He's a very
He does
Italian
have an
name.
Italian accent in my mind, this baby.
Because Eugene does want to get another dog.
What are our front runner names for these ragamuffins?
So one of them is Eggy.
Eggy?
Which is also means something in Korean.
Oh, okay. I was like, Eggy?
But also is like eggs.
You don't even like
you
eggs.
Eat eggs. But Eugene does. He's like obsessed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you're not going to be able to afford another dog with his egg love.
No. No more eggs.
No more eggs.
He's gotten so mad at me when there's no eggs at the grocery store and I come home with no eggs.
You're in trouble.
Multiple times. Yeah. I'm like, they just don't have them. They literally just don't have them.
Are you like just walking by a full wall of eggs and you're like, I'm not paying that?
It's usually like one carton's left and I'm like, they're there. They're the last carton for a reason. So I don't even check them. You know what I mean? There's only one carton left.
Yeah. I would not want to eat the last carton of eggs.
No.
The one that everyone else said.
No. I don't think so.
No.
And then the other name that Eugene really likes that I feel like may not be the best name is Tex.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life can be expensive, and it's overwhelming sometimes to see the best way to take care of you. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save an average of up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it's within reach. At You Can Sit With Us, we love therapy. It's always great to get an unbiased perspective and have someone to discuss your thoughts with. It empowers you to become the best version of yourself. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient too. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Your well-being is worth it. Visit betterhelp.com/sitwithus to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sitwithus.
Tex-Mex.
Tex. In the year of our Lord and Savior 2025, Tex is not great.
Do you need to? Are you gonna buy a gun?
I mean, if we need to, Becky, I don't know where we're headed these days.
To defend Tex?
Wouldn't be the first time.
You're wearing boots.
Boots?
Come on, Tex.
And a hat?
Tex sounds like he's gonna bully Kimbap.
Tex.
I don't like Tex.
Sorry.
He's also from Texas.
I know, but...
And we forgive him for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we forgive him. We move past that. We don't honor it. Tex.
There are a couple other ones. I can't think of them now.
Okay. Eggy and Tex.
Eggy and Tex.
Eggy, yeah.
Teggy.
Yeah, I'm back on board with Eggy now.
Tex, the other
Tex
option.
the other way.
It's all relative.
I think, it'd be a really cute name. Appa.
Becky. Oh.
No, Appa.
What's Appa?
Daddy.
Daddy.
Kimbap. Pesto. Daddy. Get over here.
I think it'd be so funny. Appa. What's daddy in Italian?
I feel like every time someone's like, what's your dog's name? You said Appa, they'd say, what?
Appa da pa da. Appa da pa da.
That'd be a great name. You have to do all that many syllables, though.
Yeah. It has to be the whole thing. Oh, it could be abracadabra, maybe unana.
Yes.
That'd be a good name,
That would be hard to fit on the dog tag,
That's true.
Truly.
Did you have any other names for Clem? Your doggo?
No. Clementine was like our hero name, but we thought we were going to nickname her Tiny from Clementine. And we thought it'd be funny to have a big dog named Tiny.
I see. That is cute.
And then we never called her Tiny, not once. We called her Clem. And Clemmy.
Clemmy
and Clementine.
Martini and calling them Teeny.
Or Marty.
That's really cute.
Martini, the other part, Marty.
It's my dog, Marty.
Marty, short for Martini.
Short for Martini.
Why are all your dogs Southern and maybe racist?
What are you talking about?
Tex.
Oh, the new names. I was like,
what have they done?
Kimbap the Southern racist.
Tex. Your future dogs?
Well,
we're anti-Tex.
I think it's because Eugene's from the South.
Yeah, okay.
That's true.
Go back to
I'm
your
from the
roots.
South too. But
Clementine feels Southern.
Yeah.
Clementine does feel Southern.
It is Southern. It's
my
a little bit
darling.
Southern.
Oh my
and
darling.
I have a side name for Clementine that I would honestly name a child as well, but Watson wouldn't. Which is like if we ever got a second dog, I knew what I was going to name it. Or a bunny.
Let's go.
Orange.
Giddy up.
Mandarin.
Tangelo.
Meyer for Meyer Lemon.
No, but I did think about Pixie because there are Pixie tangerines in
cute.
Ojai. I was like Clementine and Pixie. But no, I think it's Clover.
Clover. Clover's cute.
Clover.
Clover's
Sounds like a
cute.
song.
It's cutest for a bunny.
Oh, Clover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Darling.
Becky, when are you getting your next bunny?
I mean, I thought you were going to bring me one today.
Well, I definitely
I thought
can.
today was
Are you
National
breeding
Bunny
bunnies?
Day.
Sponsoring a bunny that's looking for a home. And I
A
feel like
forever
Becky's home.
I honestly have never
Is
heard
a
of
forever
someone
home.
fostering a bunny.
I've never heard of that either. My friends accidentally got a bunny. They got a baby
How do
bunny
you accidentally get a bunny?
Stole it.
Well, they got this baby bunny. This was 10 years ago now. To play a god figure in a play that they were putting up in New York that they had written and were performing.
So they got a work bunny.
And then at
They
the
got
end of the
professional show
play
bunny?
run, they were like, oh, someone's got to keep the rabbit now. And so they kept him. And it's
I'm
been a
glad they
decade.
didn't
Did
do
they
something
like
else.
pay? Did they pay the rabbit for its hard work?
I mean, he's been living a really nice life.
I'm shocked he's alive. 10 years for a rabbit is like, that rabbit has beat the odds.
Really?
Yeah. Rabbits
He's
do
an
not live
indoor
long.
rabbit, though.
Yeah.
But
Like
I thought
most
they
of them
lived
are.
like 12 years.
I think the average, like,
I
I
feel
think
like
it's
I've looked this up.
6 years or something.
He has a really cute name, too. It's Percy.
Aww.
Percy
Okay,
the
average
rabbit.
lifespan.
I had grown this
Okay, we're in the middle, 8 to 12 years.
Okay.
So we're both right.
This really beautiful garden of all these very beautiful lettuces. And then the fires came and I was like, well, we can't eat these, but we washed them and gave them to Percy and Percy loved them.
Aww.
I know. I was like, here, have all of our gorgeous lettuces.
all the hard
Organic
work.
salad.
Have an organic salad that was only slightly
Laced with-
contaminated by fire. We don't know. Listen,
Percy's been
Laced with a lot
alive
of
this
stuff in
long.
there,
He's not
yeah.
going to be alive
Laced
much
with a lot of
longer.
stuff.
I feel like 2 more years. It's fine.
That's a vibe. That's a vibe.
It's a vibe. We washed it.
That's good.
I'm sure it's fine.
That's good. I like Clover as a name.
How did you name Grandpa Barry? And how did you name Alfred?
Alfredo.
Alfred, may he rest in peace.
Alfredo.
I don't know. Alfred, I think we like old people names. So
Is
we
that how
just liked-
Grandpa came? Because Grandpa Barry does
Grandpa's
not
an old name, too.
embody a
Yeah.
grandfather in any way whatsoever.
No, he does. His
Oh.
energy is big grandpa energy. Like he has these long whiskers and this
But
like
he
nasty
seems
little meow.
So playful.
Yeah, but he's also like curmudgeon-y.
Okay.
He's a curmudgeon.
Okay.
I like the name Barry, and it's Barry as in like Barry Allen, like a
Yeah.
a name.
Not as
a lot
in
of people think,
strawberries.
yeah, Strawberry,
Grandpa
Oh.
Strawberry.
Grandpa Strawberry, and Keith liked the name Grandpa,
Okay.
So-
GP.
Best of both worlds.
Grandpa Barry.
GPB.
Do you have a list of names for other cats?
No, but I think we'd go still old.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'd still go old,
Ethel?
and maybe superhero still.
Ethel.
Superhero.
Yeah, because Alfred is
Mhm.
from Batman, and then
I
Barry,
don't know this stuff.
Barry Allen.
I didn't even put those.
I didn't put that together ever.
Oh wow! So you're cool. Ooh, we're all so
Batman's
cool
name is
here.
Alfred?
No, his butler.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
The one in the lair. It
Yeah.
would like help him.
I didn't know
Yeah.
he had a butler. That seems very classist.
I mean, yeah. He's,
Do you know the story of Batman?
No.
What happened to
No. No.
Go
him?
ahead,
Do you really
Becky.
not know Batman?
I really
Oh
don't.
my god! Okay, so sweet little Batman. Why am I blanking on his name? What's Batman's name?
Batman.
Bruce?
Bruce.
Okay, so I
Okay.
knew something.
Yeah. So what's Bruce's last name? Why am I?
Man.
I'm like everybody's a nerd
Springsteen.
except for me. Bruce. I'm on.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I know.
Batman, Bruce.
Bruce.
Wayne.
Wayne.
I was
Because
like
Willis
Willis.
was also in my head, but I'm like, no, it's something. So Bruce Wayne, he was actually the heir to this like big fortune. And his parents went out to the opera one night, and these gangsters killed his parents
Mhm.
Yeah.
in some universes right in front of him.
I killed the billionaires.
So then, Rachel.
Sorry.
I mean, they did make a vigilante out of him. So you win some,
Okay.
you lose some.
yeah.
So then he is in this big mansion all by himself, and basically Alfred has to raise him as his
So
own.
they had a butler because they were very rich.
Because they were so rich. They owned like Wayne Enterprises
Yeah.
or Wayne Industries was like the big
Conglomerate.
Yeah, it owned everything. And he was very rich. And that's why he got all the like cool suits and stuff, because he could buy it, because he's very rich.
Okay,
And that's why
you're
he had
not
a layer,
endearing me to
he's very
Batman.
rich. No, Batman is not Batman's nobody's hero.
Okay.
Batman's kind of like a good guy, bad guy. IMO.
Who's your favorite superhero?
I do love Barry Allen, the Flash. I think he's really
I
fun.
didn't know what you meant
He's
the
the
first 4 times you said Barry Allen. I was like,
he flashes people.
yeah, sure.
He goes fast.
Okay.
Barry goes fast. I don't know. Maybe Tony Stark. I think he's got the coolest
so
story.
you would
But
name-
another billionaire.
Dark.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
I love only the billionaires.
Oh no!
I love
Wow,
billionaire
Becky's got a type.
superheroes. What can I say?
Becky's got a type.
Old men.
Stark is kind of a cool name, though.
Stark is a cool name.
For like a little kitten
Yeah.
Yeah, or Tony.
Starky.
or Tony.
I love human names on animals. I do not love animal names on humans.
So you wouldn't like it if I named my baby Clover?
Or Spot.
Spot would be insane. But like there are some other names like Toby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's a dog.
Okay, all
That's
the
a dog.
Tobys in the
Toby.
chat. are
Toby
pissed.
in the
Toby
chat,
people.
rise up.
Okay.
Toby is a dog.
I will not say the baby name because it will give it away, but I had 4 friends who were very close, 2 couples, really close. And one couple was pregnant and told all of us their baby name told them some of the baby names. And the other couple said, oh, do this one. I don't like that one. It sounds like a dog's name. And obviously they did that one. And they're not as close sons.
That's why you never tell people what you think of their names. You always say, that is so cute.
I love
When
that.
I love that name.
I love that.
when people
it.
show you their potential wedding dress, and when people tell you their potential baby names, you smile and nod and say, what do you think?
My
How does that make you
goodness.
feel? Oh my goodness, you look so excited. You just, unless that person is like, I want your honest opinion on this, you do not give it an opinion. You just support.
Yeah. You must see a lot of interesting names at school. With the
yeah.
girls.
Oh, yeah.
So-
what are some good names?
Our preschool was rife with great names.
Whoa. Right.
And our public elementary school is much more chill about names. It's definitely like a big switch. Some of the best names from preschool were Pepper.
Okay, that's darling.
Pepper. Scout.
Salt. Oh.
Oh, Scout.
Scout is cute.
That's a cat.
That's like a that's a dog name.
That's a dog. That's an animal.
Rainie.
That's a rat.
Mercer.
I think that's an
Lou.
insurance company.
Mercer.
But that's
Mercer,
good.
yeah.
A lot of good names.
What were some other names that you were thinking of for June and Poppy?
Yeah. What were the other ones on your list?
Take the list. Take the list out. We know you still got
And
it.
how long was your list?
My
and then
list,
also, did you also think of boy names too when you were thinking of
Yes.
them? Okay.
my list was pretty long, and I had so much fun playing the name game. And Watson was stressed every time I asked him. Every single time I asked him, he was like, I don't know. I have to make
Make
pros
or
and
break a
cons about each
decision.
name. And I was like, it's just vibes. Yes, we had boy names too. And actually, I think I've told this story before, but Poppy was off of my sister-in-law's list. And she said I could have them.
Oh, okay.
She said, here are some of my names.
Them.
She gave me a whole list of names
okay.
that I could have. I gave her my baby list of names for her second, and she took one off of there. So we traded names.
Oh.
Even.
Much better
cute.
ending to that story
Even
than
sooner.
I thought
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
was
me
gonna
too.
be.
I was like, and now she doesn't talk to her sister-in-law.
And now I would never take a name if I wasn't supposed
Take
to.
one, give one.
So my mother had a
Look at
best
that.
friend all through childhood and high school. And my mother wanted to name me Heather Michelle. Heather Michelle, Heather Michelle. My mom had a really hard time getting pregnant. It took her like 10 years to have a baby.
Aw.
I know. Whatever. What are you going to do? And 70s birth control. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
And when she went to the hospital to meet her best friend's baby who came before me, she walks in and her best friend's like, she's like, can I hold the baby? And she's like, yes. And she's like, what'd you name her? And her best friend's like, Heather Michelle.
And she dropped the baby.
And then
walked
she
out.
dropped the baby and walked out.
Hey,
Threw the baby against the wall. And my mom was like, okay, you can have it. Because what is she going to say then? But I'm very happy to not
would've
be Heather
started.
Michelle. Sorry to the Heather Michelles out there.
Sorry, Heather Michelle. I would have started crying.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
It's such a specific name.
And it was
it's
first-
perfectly encapsulates that time.
A time.
Period. You know what I mean?
And-
So you can see Heather, your mind.
Yeah.
He went to school with the Heather Michelle.
Yeah.
It's first and middle, which is
that's kind of
wild. It's a wild steal.
I
Anyways,
see what you mean.
wild.
you want to hear some of them?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll grab my list too.
Okay. Where should I start with the
Start with what they almost like.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
were
what
your
were the top contenders?
my top
Yeah.
ones? Were Olive, Wilder, Watson, and Fern Francis Watson. So I think Olive and Fern were my alts to June and Poppy.
Fern is really cute.
It's really cute. It's from
Bernie.
Charlotte's Web.
Oh.
I really like names that are plants. Juniper, poppy, fern, olive. Also did Olive Ray Watson. So like my first
Olive Ray,
name as
Becky
a
Ray.
middle. I know.
Could have been a Becky.
You were gonna name your baby after me?
Yes, obviously. Those were my
I'm honored.
top. And here's one that I really liked that Watson thought was Cuckoo Bananas, which is Prairie. I like
I'm a little on Team Watson here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, fine, be on his team.
We're on Watson's team. I love Poppy and June.
He was like, "What are we gonna call her for short? Prayer?" And I was like, "No,
PP.
Riri,
Riri's kinda
Riri
cute,
is pretty
actually.
cute. I like
Riri's
Riri.
cute.
Riri." You want some boy names?
Yeah.
Oliver, obviously.
Olive and Oliver.
I feel
Love
like there's so many Olivers.
What if you had
It
one
is
boy,
one
one
of the
girl?
top-
What
one
if
of
you
the
had one
top
girl
names.
and there'd be Olive and Oliver?
I would not do that.
I think that would be darling.
That would be really. I think that'd be really funny.
Jude, which is obviously just June. Forest and Fox are kind of the wilder
Fox.
ones I like. I like Wilder. I like Parker. I like Scout.
Okay.
Dog.
I know a little girl Wilder.
I actually like Wilder.
I like
I
Wilder.
like it. I think it's cute.
I like Wilder.
You big Ryan Reynolds fan?
Some of the other ones I don't like. as
Van
much.
Wilder?
No, I don't even know who that is, Becky. I don't watch these
It's a
movies.
movie.
I've not seen it.
I not seen it.
I have a bunch more. I have a lot. Tell me yours.
Yeah. What were your?
What's
top
on your
contenders?
list?
Our top ones. So Henry was almost. We were between Henry and Watson. I loved the name Watson.
It's cute.
And
Watts
it was
is
so
cute.
funny every time we saw Justin. Be like, Watson.
Watson.
And I liked them. We knew the middle name first. We were going to do the same middle name regardless if it was a boy or a girl. But we found out at like whatever the earliest you can, 12 weeks, whether it was a boy or girl. And if it was a girl, it was going to be Millie.
Oh, Millie. I do like Millie.
Millie
We liked Millie
is
a
the name
lot.
I gave to my sister-in-law.
Oh,
Amelia
I love it.
Millie.
I think it's just the cutest
It's
little
so
Millie.
cute.
And then
Millie
with
is
the middle
cute
name,
name.
it would have been just darling.
Yeah.
But we liked like author names. Like we liked very like long names. Like I was like, he's already gonna have this long last name. Let's just
add
give
more.
him
More is
the
more.
longest first name. The name that I loved that everyone else hated was Fitzgerald.
I like Fitz.
I loved Fitz for a boy.
I love Fitz, but I feel like it sounds like German or something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's like a heritage to it for some reason.
Are you saying I don't have culture and heritage? I'm vaguely white. I could be pretty German.
Your heritage is going to be like this really cool casserole.
Yeah.
It'd be something you could bake.
Cassie, short for casserole.
I love it. Okay, our tops then. I had Oliver on there.
We all do.
Everyone's got it. Alden.
Oh, I like Alden too.
I liked Alden. I thought it was
Alden's
a cute
cute.
old name. Francis, because that was Keith's grandpa's name.
Franny.
So like Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Franklin.
Franklin.
And Charlie was the last one. Oh, and then I liked Archibald, but Henry did not. Henry did not. Keith did not.
I do
Baldy.
not like
Come on, Baldy.
Archibald.
Anyone or Hank.
Archibaldi.
I keep calling Keith Henry. Keith was not
Hank.
a fan of any alliteration.
But you ended up
But
with
we ended up
alliteration.
I was like,
there.
wait.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like one day when we were talking about names or something that I came up with Henry. And he was like, well, I don't mind that one. And I was like,
Henry Habersberger.
because I think I wanted
HH.
Harry.
Oh, Harry Habersberger.
Well, Happy, obviously, was
Happy
number one.
Habersberger. That's true.
Talked about that before.
I mean, Happy Habersberger.
I think Happy is the
Sounds
cutest
like-
name. Someone name your kid Happy. It's so cute. You call
know
him
what?
Hap for short.
Haps.
Haps.
Happy Habersberger.
I also think I had Captain on here somewhere because I thought Captain would be a cute name.
No.
We call him
Becky.
Cap.
Captain is
Is
up
he
there
gonna
with
be
Prairie.
raised on-
Okay, those
Is
two
he going
are
to be raised
fighting
on a
for.
boat?
No, like Captain America. Cap.
Okay, you have to get off your superhero.
Superheroes have the best names. Peter
Captain?
Parker, Bruce Wayne,
No.
Barry Allen,
Flash. His name's Flash.
Flash. Oh my God.
Green Lantern.
I don't know what the
Is
Green
that one?
Lantern's name is. Clark
Greenie?
Kent. They all have cool, like alliterative names. Bruce Banner. Bruce
Captain.
is cute. I think, what other one did we have on here that was funny? Oh,
Brucey.
Gray. I liked Gray and Keith hated it.
Gray Habersberger.
Gray Habersberger.
Yeah.
And then I also thought Miller was
Gray.
a cool first name.
Miller is a cool first name.
Yeah. But then his whole name would be
Last names.
Yeah.
Miller
Also in
has-
college, they might
Millie.
say it's Miller time when he walks in, and that would be no fun.
Or he
What?
would be really popular.
Or he'd be the coolest kid in
Sounds like he'd be
school,
really popular.
baby. We actually, the reason we liked Watson so much is because we liked Watts as a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Because we figured whatever name he
It
had,
is a
people
cute
are already
name.
going to shorten Habersberger to Habs.
Yeah.
So we were like, Watts.
Watts
It's
is
so cute. I love that
know.
name.
Mhm.
I love
It
it.
is. It's a
Really
good
cute.
one.
Yeah. But those are our names. What are your names, Matt? Where's your,
I
take
don't have
out
any-
Your
your,
list.
where's your list?
I don't have any kids.
Don't lie. It's in
kids
there.
lists. I don't have any kids lists.
Do you have
It's in there.
names you like?
Okay.
I've never created a list. I've never
Wait, Matt.
If you had to name
needed a
one
list.
child right now,
Yeah.
what would you name it?
Ready, set, go.
No,
Name
I
a
don't
baby.
know. Now you've said too many names. I
Name
think
a
it's
baby.
clouded my
No,
Close your
clouded my
eyes.
judgment.
Close your
you know?
eyes.
What if you
Name
got
a
to
baby.
name like a niece or nephew? What would you name it?
Well, my sister does all K sounding names. Like
Yeah.
Oh.
Cora,
Kyla.
Claire,
Mhm.
Kyla. So it would have to be something with those.
Okay. Well, those restrictions are too much.
Matt, what were you going to be? Do you know what
Kardashian.
you were going to be named? Like, what was another name other than
Um,
Matt?
Yeah, because originally they thought I was going to be a girl. So then that's when they came up with Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the other names were like the family names. So it was like Joseph,
Mm-hmm.
Michael.
How'd you end up being
ones like
Matthew then?
those. Because it was also probably like a Catholic name.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And Matthew was very a la mode at the time. I think it was I think it's the
A la
most
mode.
popular name of my birth year. is
Oh,
Matthew.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm sure of many birth
Rachel
You know?
and Rebecca were not popular. No.
What are you
not
talking
at
about?
all. What are
What are
you
you talking
mean?
about? We have
It was like
very
the
unique
Oliver
names.
of today, you know? What's the Matthew
This is the Noah of today.
yesteryears. Yes, exactly.
Well, that's
Exactly.
funny. And you were
That's
Heather
what
Michelle.
happened.
Did you have any other?
I was supposed to be Chris if I was a boy. And they didn't know till I was born. So, because they didn't do like ultrasounds for fun back then.
I know. That's crazy. My mom, whenever I would tell her I was getting an ultrasound, she's like, wow, we just had the one. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
You could
unless
never
you were
see in there?
I was like,
having,
I think I had 1,000.
unless you were having a problem, you
Yeah.
didn't get one.
Mm.
So it was Rachel or Chris, I think.
Wow.
Which is funny because my mom, like our names were biblical, and I'm like, is there Chris in the Bible?
Christopher. I mean, there's
Christ.
Chris is actually the main character of the Bible.
the main character.
Jesus
He's the number
Chris.
one. Jesus Chris. Christy. That would be a really good name. You were super religious, Christy.
Yes.
All the religious baddies in the chat,
Yes.
feel free to
Dead.
steal that.
Dead.
I feel like Rachel could be a guy's name though too.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't get that,
For
but that's just because there have been like 800,000.
I think it could be rebranded. I think it sounds like it could be
Do you
a guy's
know
name
that
too.
like 4
4
of my mom friends are named Rachel? We
you're
go
the
out
5
just for
Rachels?
Rachel's night.
it's Rachel
Yeah.
night.
We literally have Rachel nights. There are just so many of us. And
Yeah.
2
So
of
funny.
us have daughters named June. I'm not kidding. And they were
Wow.
born like
It's
a
genetic.
week apart. It's just,
A sign of the times,
there are
baby.
no original experiences.
Nothing is real anymore.
There's no original experiences.
There's not. Do you want some of my alt names? You
Yeah.
ready? I have so
Yeah.
many more. Milo.
That's
Okay,
a dog.
Milo,
Oh.
Milo and Stitch. Love it.
That's a dog.
All right. The other June, the other Rachel. Her older brother's named Milo. I didn't know her when I made this list. Addison.
Oh, I love Addison.
This is one of my favorites actually for a boy. Beckett.
Beckett.
Oh.
You could call him
I
Bex.
know, like a
I could name him after you.
Bex Ray.
She loves it. Millie, Sunny,
Mhm.
Harper, Beatrice, and B.
Oh, darling.
Posey, Quincy,
Quincy.
and Hazel.
Oh, Hazel.
Hazel.
So cute.
That would always remind me of Fault in Your Stars. Fault in Our Stars.
Oh,
Hazel
I-
eyes.
Avoided
Hazel.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you should.
It's sad.
As you should. Don't read
It's
that
sad.
one.
I'm not reading that.
Beatrice.
Sorry, John.
Guys, I don't know if you could guess. What do you think my parents thought about naming me before Rebecca?
What's your brother's name is Michael.
Michael.
Did they know you were going to be a girl? No.
Yes.
Or is this a boy name or a girl name?
It's a girl name. Certainly one you
Christy?
haven't heard of.
One you haven't heard of.
Yeah.
Mackenzie.
No.
One I haven't heard of, though. How can I think of something I've
Starts
never
with
heard
a D.
of?
Deirdre.
Deborah.
It's such a good name for your
Derbala.
Derbala?
That's the name of an Irish director.
Okay. Not Derbala.
Dramamine?
Deborah?
Danny.
Delphina.
Delphina.
Could you imagine
Very-
if I was
Very
Delph.
French. Very
Delph,
French.
baby. Delph
I kind of
girly
like
pop.
that. And they were going to call me Deli. And I was like, I would have
Deli
been bullied.
meat.
Deli
Bullied.
Miller.
I would definitely call you Deli
Delphina.
Meat Miller, okay?
100%.
With a name like Deli.
Deli Ray.
Deli Ray
Deli Ray.
Miller. I don't know.
Deli
She kind
Meat
of sounds
Miller.
like she was on stage in the South, and then she was a little promiscuous for her age. Deli Ray
no.
Miller.
Deli Ray Miller. You know what happened to
She
her?
got the lead in Damn Yankees.
She had to go to that other school
Sounds like she
for
got
9
killed.
months. Yeah. She had to go live with an aunt for 9 months is what happened to Deli Ray.
Deli Ray.
Yeah.
Delphina.
Delphina. Could you imagine if I was
So
Delphina?
what was the inspiration behind that name?
I have no idea. I think my mom just heard it and liked it.
Heard it where?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Wow.
And then she wanted Rebecca to be spelled Rebekah.
Rebecca.
And I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
my mom's Catholic, but I'm like, we're that Catholic.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Is that a
K-A-H?
Catholic spelling?
Honestly, I think it's a Jewish spelling,
Oh.
which would then make it Catholic because, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's all basically based on Judaism anyway. But yeah,
Sure, Deli. That's what we're going to start calling you on here now.
Deli.
Hey,
Deli.
Could you imagine?
So
Delphina.
confusing. Imagine someone just tunes in and they're like, who are they talking to?
Hey, Deli. How you doing today?
It's Deli over here.
Deli Habersberger.
Delphina.
Did your
Deli
Where'd that
Deli.
come
from?
Stop
Where'd that
being a
come
Deli
from?
Dally Deli.
have opinions on your baby name for Henry?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. I don't remember. I know my dad said he did not want, because my dad and Keith's dad are both named Donald.
Mm.
And my dad was like, don't give him the middle name Donald. Just don't do it. Because he just, very anti-Trump. He's like, that's all he could think of.
Oh.
Mm.
I mean, that's all.
That's all most of us can think
Yeah.
of. And I was like, don't worry, we were not.
Don't worry. We were never
That
going
That
to
was
do
not on
that.
the table.
It wasn't on the
Not
table.
in a
not on
million
the table.
years.
No. I think they did it like Fitzgerald and Watson. They were a fan of, they liked Henry.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
liked Henry.
You
You're not a
did
fan of-
choose. You went this way and then you
And then we-
chose this way.
Yes. Yeah. We went out and then came in. And then we only decided on his name at the hospital,
Mm.
like right
Oh.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Really?
didn't know how I
Yeah.
was going to
Whoa.
spell the girls' middle names until I was in the hospital filling out the birth certificates. And I was like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
it's-
And then you misspelled it by accident, and now.
And
It's like
now
that forever.
it's ruined forever. No, I didn't misspell it. I just didn't know both of their middle names, which are Belle and Paige, could be spelled like a girl first name or like the last name or the object. And they're both family names. So I went with like the last name.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at my baby list and I had spelled Paige like the girl's first name in here, but I actually spelled it like Paige. So Page and Bell.
I see.
Uh-huh.
because they're both family names that are spelled that way.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what I should do. And you're like, do I have too much power?
Yes.
Like, what should I do? Should someone just tell me?
The extra vowel is going to change the world,
I mean, I didn't
I'm pretty sure they're
realize-
6, and if you ask them their middle names, they might be like, I don't know.
I'm
You're
sure.
like, what's that?
We don't say it a ton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not, unless they're like being naughty.
Being naughty.
Being naughty.
But even then, I think I just say their name in an exasperated tone more than I middle name them. I'm just like, June,
Yeah.
I just swallowed a pony. Don't you do that.
Well, Matt,
Yes.
since you don't have your baby names ready for us, we actually wanted to give you some advice that we found
Oh.
on Reddit.
Thank you.
some parenting advice we found on Reddit.
Yes.
And we want to know if you agree with this parenting advice or not for your children.
My beautiful babies.
Yeah, for your beautiful babies.
My beautiful babies.
So right now
all
you
adults are
you
basically
daddy.
children. So this is just how I'm
Unfortunately, that's kind of
Kinda
true.
true.
how I'll start treating you. You know.
Is that true? Do you think adults are children? Like if it sort of applies to everything? I guess like being calm. We can skip it too. If
I
it's too
guess
hard.
kind of, yeah. Or you have more logical thoughts, I think, as an adult than you do as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. If we just did for adults what we do for children and like, validated feelings and got outside, every few hours and had more snacks, I think we'd all be like happier.
Oh,
More
100%.
snacks.
Nap
Game
time.
changer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
If we were like,
I love a
okay,
good nap.
here's
Or
your
if we were
2
just
hour
like-
nap window. You can be quiet
Yeah.
and just hang out, or you can go to sleep.
Like I can
Go
tell you're
meditate.
really upset. I think you're probably really tired
yeah.
and no one was listening to you and you must feel so bad. Here, like, why don't we eat something and go to bed?
yeah.
I want
Okay.
that.
Like, it seems like your feelings were really hurt by this.
Yeah.
Do you need a hug?
Yes.
Do you
Do you need a
hug?
huggy?
Do you need a hug?
You need a hug?
Okay, let's
Do
play
you wanna
Smash
play
or
with the
Pass
piggy?
and then we'll judge you for the parent
Yeah.
that you are not.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah,
Daddy Matt.
I'm ready.
So this is advice that someone on Reddit gave for getting your kid to eat vegetables. This person said 3-year-olds are motivated by the crappiest, most obvious reverse psychology. You think there's no way they could fall for it, but they do. Example, refusing to eat broccoli. Don't eat that broccoli. It'll make you too strong. He looks me dead in the eyes, grins, and shovels the stuff into his mouth.
I feel like it's probably true.
You do it.
So you think that's good advice and you would do it?
Well, if you're desperate and your kid's like not eating the stuff,
Smash
you know
or
what
pass.
Smash or pass?
Oh.
Are you going to smash it or pass it?
I mean? Sure, smash it. People would do it.
Ready? We're going to
Okay.
give our answer. 3, 2, 1.
She's middle.
Rachel and I both did thumbs down. We don't like that advice.
I
What
don't
would you
love
do
it.
then?
I don't want to. I don't want to
you
tell
don't want
my
to eat the
kid.
broccoli, then don't eat the broccoli.
I don't want to condition my kid to be motivated by like not trickery, but like you won't do that, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I will." Like,
Yeah.
you won't jump off that
But
bridge.
what if they already do
yeah,
it
I will.
anyway?
What do you mean? What do they do it anyway?
What if they're already doing that anyway? You know?
What do you mean?
What if they're already going to do the opposite of what you say anyway?
Too far
Then
gone.
what do you do?
Too far gone.
Then what do you do? You know what I mean?
You just give them up and get a new one. Try
Yeah.
again.
bring them back to the
Again.
pound.
Try again.
Take him to the fire station.
Oh, no.
Drop them off. This one only does the opposite of everything
This
I say.
one's busted.
I mean, I love a playful moment at dinner time. My kids play with their food. They love playing with their food.
Mm.
We think that's so fun and funny. But I wouldn't like be like, oh, I bet you can't eat it. And I would never use language like, and you'll be too strong. Like food is neutral.
yeah.
Food is good. The
Food
broccoli is
neutrality,
as
that's
good as
right.
the pasta, which is as good as the chocolate, which is as good as the water. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm,
like I'm
mhm.
just not, I love being playful with it, but I wouldn't do that. And also, even if it works right now, it's not going to in like a month. It's not like a long-term thing. So I think the better long-term thing to do is 1, eat that same food in front of them. 2, present it family style and there's no pressure. They can take it if they want. They don't have to take it if they don't want. And 3, present it often. Like if they're not eating something, just make sure
Broccoli
it's a
every night.
reoccurring theme
It's always there.
along with something you know they like. So
Yeah.
there's not a lot. So it's
Candy.
not like, I'm going to be hungry unless I eat this. No, Matt, not candy.
Neutrality. You literally just said food neutrality.
Food neutrality does not mean you give them candy for dinner.
Candy with the broccolis.
Candy plus.
You
You
do
said
have,
you always serve it with something they like. Do candies with the broccoli is.
luckily children like things that are not just candy. My kids don't actually have a lot of candy, but
Sad.
Do they get it at school?
Sad.
Sad.
No.
Sad. Sad Prairie.
oh, poor Prairie and
Poor
Olive.
Prairie. Honestly, I would believe that Prairie never ate candy.
Prairie's a homesteader, and I do apologize for that.
Prairie's never had food dyes.
Prairie's wearing home sewn clothes, and they don't fit.
Prairie only wears natural fibers and never anything from Old Navy.
What is Archibald wearing?
An ascot.
He's got a cigar. Archibald doesn't eat his vegetables, but he does smoke a cigar every night before bed. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I think my issue is the peer pressure aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know,
They got to give into peer pressure. You know, you got to teach them now.
Teach them now, give in to peer pressure, and you'll be cool. Okay, here's another one. It's a good idea to stop at the pub when you take your baby for a walk. Comment. Also, pubs with play areas are better than going to the park because at the pub, you can order drinks and snacks, coffee and dessert, or a pint and some crisps, and there are plenty of benches. But at the park, there are never enough benches, and you always have to bring your own drinks and snacks.
What's the parenting advice in it?
Go to the bar with your kid. Or like the brewery.
Go to the bar or the pub.
Or the pub.
Instead of just the park.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Why can't you stop at
Smash
the
or
bar?
pass.
Smash or pass. Smash or pass.
I think you can't only go to the pub, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not only.
But yeah, I think it's fine. Smash. Go to the pub.
Rachel, 3, 2, 1. Go to the pub.
Go to the pub.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You got to
Go
show
the
them how real
pub.
world is. You know?
When parents are having
life
fun
experiences.
while their kids are having fun, the kids are having more fun.
Yeah.
If it's more fun for you and it's a good situation, you should go.
Yeah. I also think
Absolutely.
we had an experience this last weekend. We were going to go to a like cast party of something. And I asked Keith before, did you look up if kids are allowed at this brewery? Because in LA, a lot of breweries are not only kid friendly, but like have kids menus and have like little play areas for the kids to run around at. And he was like, I will. And then we got there. And as we were walking like up, I was like, oh, just double check. Because we have to walk across this big, busy street. I was like, just double check one more time. Does not accommodate children. They said, no. So we just went home. But I don't get mad at places that do that. I'm like, at least write it clearly somewhere.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
You don't want a kid there.
Yeah.
I love that when you're going to cross the street is when Keith finally looked it up and you were like, triple check one more time. And he's like, one more time. Oh, no children right on the front page. Damn it.
Yeah. But I smash going to a brewery or
Yeah, that's
somewhere like that.
Amazing.
Yeah. I would say as long as your kid's in a good mood.
Well,
I think don't ruin the vibe.
that kind of goes for a lot of places.
I think for a lot of
Not
places.
there's screaming,
But
meltdown moments.
Yeah, I also think our generation grew up differently than kids are right now in terms of like, if I was being like a naughty little baby or like, you know, screaming or something, my parents like left.
Mm-hmm.
Like I fully remember we'd be out at a restaurant and they'd be like, oh, can you actually box up our food and we'll take the check? And we would just leave. They were like,
Yeah.
you're no.
And then they would threaten to dump you on the side of the road on the way home.
And then I would walk
Go
home
by the fire
10
station.
miles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crawl home.
They tell me my sister's in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think now I see a lot more kids having very large feelings at adult spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that does need to be reevaluated of whether or not those big feelings should be happening in places where other people are trying to enjoy the space. Except for an airplane.
Respect others.
All bets are off.
Well, then you're kind of stuck.
You're stuck.
So
you're stuck in a
There's
tube.
Yeah, it totally depends on where you are, why you're there, and what the options are.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's not an option to go just outside, or
Yeah.
sometimes there is, or sometimes you have to be there if you're like going into a doctor's office or going to school or subways, buses, airplanes. It's your mode of transport. You just got to deal.
Yeah. But I'm thinking specifically bars.
No,
Like a
bars,
brewery.
bars feel optional.
It feels
Grocery store,
optional.
not as optional.
No.
You just got to deal with it.
You just got to live, laugh, love on that.
So
at
much
that
worse
point.
for the
gotta
parent than it is for any standers-by.
I don't know. I bet next to some screechers. I think as long as, I forget who told me this. Oh, was it Kaylin? She said her parents would tell her, you can be spoiled, but you can't be a spoiled brat.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Just like, yeah, we'll spoil you and we love you because she's an only child, but like you can't be a brat, you know? Or like the idea that like you're the center of my world, but you're not the center of the world.
The sun.
But I think that's something we all need to know. I think that's in one way how we are like children. That's
Are
something we
you
all
telling
need
me
to reflect
Captain Habersberger is a spoiled brat?
on. You're spoiled for sure. Not a brat.
Okay.
So cute.
Happy.
You can't be a brat
He's
when
steering
you're
the whole
cute.
ship over there.
He's
that's for
steering
sure.
the ship. He's in charge.
Yes.
All right, Matt, we got another.
Smash or pass? Oh no.
This one's, I think this is controversial
Oh.
because people have lots of opinions on this. When they're in that cycle of crying, everything is wrong. trying to fix it, made it worse, more crying. Take them outside. 3 a.m., inconsolable sobbing, outside. It's like magic.
Is it? They're crying and you just take them outside and they stop?
According to this person.
I feel like that's weird. You're like, pass?
Rachel and I say,
Right.
I say pass.
Pass.
I'm down.
There's
Taking
a saying.
them outside at
Feels
3 a.m. I feel like
The
You just
three-
always take them outside. It feels weird.
If the whole comment was, if they're inconsolable, take them outside, that I would maybe smash.
Yeah.
They do nature, a change of scenery,
Yeah.
a change of environment can like totally change what's happening. If they're like kind of stuck,
Yeah.
especially babies and toddlers, like
Mm.
little.
Oh, yeah. And who can't
Outside's great.
communicate.
There's like a
what they
parenting
need.
saying that's like, just add water. It's like if they are having a hard time, give them a bath.
Yeah.
You're playing the sprinklers. Go get a glass of water. Like something, I don't know, to like not distract, but like to take their attention.
Yeah.
Right.
But 3 a.m. is fucked up and weird. What are they talking about?
I'm just like, I can't.
Just can't
I
be the
think
solve
I
for
would be
everything,
confused if I went outside at 3 a.m.
Also, it's dark. They're not going to be able to see
Cold.
anything. It's
Yeah.
cold. No,
But I guess maybe that's it. Like the shock to the system is what they're saying.
I don't know. Seems weird.
I just can't be the solve for everything, you know?
Yeah.
No, but it's a great tactic
Yeah.
Yeah.
for like a lot of times.
Mm.
Okay, well, actually, Matt, you are daddy. We love that advice.
I love
you.
that
You smashed and you
advice.
passed.
And we disagreed with you 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah.
I was just that good.
So the next baby game we're going to play, Rach, is we're going to have you guys guess the most popular baby names for the eras.
Mm.
Like, for example, the 1700s.
Mm.
Oh, Archibald.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Elizabeth and Duke.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Maybe that's more 1800s.
We're just
though.
thinking of like queens and kings now.
Yeah, because
I do think you should go that route.
Henry. Henry.
Okay.
I feel like there's always lots of like Jonathans, Johns.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, 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 ding,
John.
ding. John.
And
John's one.
And Mary.
Yes.
Whoa.
John and Mary.
Wow. We are
Queen's College.
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's 1700s.
That's the
Okay.
1700s. Now, what do you think for the 1950s?
1950s.
1950s.
Betty.
Sandy.
Love Betty. That's cute.
Betty.
Sandy's
Danny.
cute. That's just Grease.
That's
I
you're literally just Rizzo.
Wow.
1950s.
Nikki.
Nikki.
Like Robert. Maybe like Rob. Bob.
Let's think about Mad
Scott.
Men now. Julia.
Oh, Mad Men is a good route.
Mad Men's a good route.
Wait,
yeah.
Matt, what's your thought process? Like, what are you sifting through names? Or are you like going to movies?
Are you going to your mind palace? What
I'm
are you
just trying to
seeing?
go to my mind palace. I'm just trying to think of names. Yeah, like, because the 1950s were like your grandparents, you know?
Yeah, think about popular
So I was like trying to think
grandparent
of
names.
like names
Mhm.
I
from
do
like their
love
friends
Betty.
and
It
stuff.
wasn't Betty, huh?
Not Betty.
Is it John again?
No.
Okay.
But
I will-
James.
Johnny?
James.
James. I was like,
James
people could call you
Dean.
John.
James and I feel like they all
Ethel.
end in an IE. Dottie.
Lucy. I love Lucy.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Lucy is good.
Lucy's great. Oh, Lucy's such a cute name.
Peggy.
Peggy.
No,
That- yeah.
Peggy. That is, I feel like Peggy Sue. That's what you see a
Yeah.
lot in
Mhm.
the old movies. This
Can you
one
give
I
us a
wouldn't have
hint?
guessed.
Okay.
Melissa. Something like
there was
really
a-
weird.
yeah, right? No, do you remember that old viral video of the little kid being like, listen, listen?
No.
Wait,
Okay.
on which side?
From the 50s?
No. This is from right now.
A viral video from
This
the
is from
50s.
right now. There was an old video of a little boy going, listen, listen. And he was saying his mom's name.
Oh.
Carrie.
I will say I chose the John and Mary were the top names for like most of the American
Most of
history.
are.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Those
That
are
makes
just
sense.
the top names.
Yeah. But not for this one. I did.
James. Is it Rachel?
It's Rachel. It was Linda.
Linda.
You never saw the
Listen, Linda.
Okay, yes.
Listen,
Now that you say that,
Linda.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Now I know the
Okay.
kid. Now I know the
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Okay, the 1970s. I feel like y'all.
This one's easy.
This one's easy. Come on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now I don't know.
1970s.
Easy?
Come on now. Come on now.
Think about big stars.
Yeah.
Julia.
Sunny.
Who was huge in the 70s
Cher.
or later?
Cher being
Cher.
Cher.
Bring back Cher.
George.
Who are you thinking of? George Clooney?
George
Clooney.
Michael?
No, I was
George
thinking of the
Michael.
Beatles.
Oh. Uh-huh.
What?
Go biblical for one of them.
John.
Mark.
Close.
Biblical.
Matthew.
One more.
Luke.
No,
John.
no.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Those are the Gospels.
Yeah.
Is there
Think
another?
who's the
Paul.
Who's the villain of the Bible?
Paul. Judas.
Judas. Oh, the villain of the Bible.
The villain.
Satan.
Who's the fallen one?
Oh.
Oh.
Should know
The
this.
archangel.
Who is
Michael.
the archangel?
It's Michael.
It's Michael.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
Michael and
Right? Isn't
Yes,
it?
you're right. Yes.
I only went to CCD for a while.
And Michael
70s.
Jordan was who is the star.
Oh,
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Goldie.
Yeah.
Love the name Goldie.
I do.
But no, think more of Elvis,
Priscilla.
the other one.
Costello.
The baby. Elvis's baby.
Oh, yeah. What was her name?
Melissa. I can't
No.
remember. Why am I blanking on these names?
Lisa.
Marie.
I was close.
You were
okay?
close. You were
Melissa,
close.
Lisa, same.
Lisa and Michael.
Lisa and Michael.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right.
Simpsons.
Yep.
Think, okay, and then
Wow.
right now, I feel like you'll know the boy's name because it's been the top boy's name for the
Noah.
last.
Has it?
Noah has been one of the top boys' names
That's
for
the
the
top
last
boy's name now?
forever. It's
I've
been in the top
I've been out
five
of the
or the
game.
number one for like
That's
20
crazy.
years.
So then what's the girl's name for now then?
I don't know. Some people pick this name, this popular name.
Is it Rebecca?
Some people in this room, perhaps.
Catherine.
Catherine?
No.
No.
Mm.
The most popular girl
Who
name
are the
now
other beautiful women that were in your life?
is Elizabeth.
Past tense.
Were.
Mm-hmm.
Means they're dead.
What are you
Emma?
talking about?
Is it
Oh. Oh.
beautiful women in our
Beautiful.
life that have
Yeah,
died.
yeah.
Old woman.
When I think of a beautiful woman, I think of your dog, Emma.
Emma. Yes,
My
exactly.
grandmother's name was Emma, and it was on my baby list, my baby name list when I was like 16.
Oh,
That's cute.
That's
Mhm.
cute.
I like Emma. I think Emma's a good name.
Mhm.
Why did Emma not have a food name because she was
She came
the
with a name.
roommate's
She
dog?
came with
Mhm.
Emma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
It's cute.
That makes sense.
Emma's actually a type of food. I don't know if you know this, but
Oh yeah, Emma.
It's candy.
M&Ms. M&Ms. I don't know if you heard of it.
Emma M. It's a type of candy.
Well,
you
that
serve
was
it
a
next to
fun
one. I love
broccoli.
names.
You serve it next to broccoli.
No problem.
Thumbs up,
Brock,
thumbs down.
short for broccoli.
No, Brock is a
Brock.
Brock, short for broccoli.
Fuck
It's a pretty
that
good name.
name.
Pretty good name.
no. If you name in the year of our Lord 2025, you
Tate.
name your child Brock. You need to
You could do Tate,
giddy up.
which is short for potato.
Tate. You think naming your kid Tate is going to make them not
Short for
bullied in
potato.
high school?
His actual name would be Potato, but then
Okay,
nickname's
once again,
Tate.
you are talking about a dog. A chunky little dog.
I do think naming a dog Potato is
And calling
really
it
funny.
Tate, it's like a pug.
Spud.
yeah, yeah.
He's your
Aw.
best Spud.
That's
See, the names
almost
are
as
fun.
bad
The
as
names are
you.
fun.
It
You get
sounds
so
a
creative.
little like text when you say it like that, though.
You could do that instead of text. Spud.
Yeah, Spud.
Spud.
This
Spuddy.
Spud.
Hey, Spuddy.
Spud, stop humping kimbap.
Spuddy.
Spud, pesto.
Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Well, this was absolutely beautiful. Rachel, we're excited to have you here to talk about non-work things.
Yeah,
To
it's
just
so nice.
kiki.
Yeah.
To just hang.
Have
To
some
just
fun.
hang out and
Yeah,
party.
I'm not leaving. I'm going to be on the next 5.
That's fine.
I
Amazing.
don't make me go work.
No,
Let me stay here.
no, they actually all said you could just stay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
great.
This is your
Don't
new
make me
office.
go back
Actually,
to the
this room.
clickety clacks.
Oh, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
insert Zach's like keyboard really loud.
Can we get some Foley?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's deafening, honestly. This
Yeah.
room is such a vibe now, you guys.
It's very relaxing.
It is
I love
very
it.
So
relaxing.
nice.
Shout out to Susanna,
Yeah.
Mhm.
our homie. Susanna, that's kind of a cute name.
Susanna is a really
Susie.
cute name.
Susie.
And
Susie Q.
Susie's a cute name.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Did you say Susie Toots?
No, I said
Oh.
Susie Q. Okay.
Susie Toots.
Susie Toots too. The drag
Susie
queen.
Toots.
Shout out to Susie Toots.
She's a drag queen.
Well, Rachel, where can the people find you?
Oh,
So they
you
can
know,
follow everything going on in your life.
I'm sort of on social media. I'm there. I'm around. You can follow. Arkle. You know.
Arkle.
Yeah, you're a longtime lister. You
It's
know.
true.
You know
I
where
just
I
want to
am.
make sure that everyone's actually following. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
I
know where to
mean,
go.
Yeah, if you want a picture a month, go on over there. That's about
That's
what I'm
my
doing.
speed, okay?
No, your speed is
I like
much
to see-
slower than that, baby.
A month?
You're
No,
gonna
that's what
have
I
to
want. That's what I want to see
Matt,
once a month.
ramp up production.
Yeah.
It is not nearly enough.
I'll do the photo dumps where it's like 10 or 12 at once. So that's
From the
like
last 5 years.
from the last year, and then that's the same as you. Okay.
It's not quite the same. I often do carousels. You're behind.
Thanks for that.
Where can people find you?
They already know.
Okay.
Here.
Matthew
In
Joseph
this
McLean.
room.
They can find me here.
Wait,
you
Matthew
can sit with
Joseph
us.
is
Matthew Joseph.
that's a
my
godly
middle
name.
Yes,
I know.
You're welcome.
They really had such high hopes for you in the church.
Really?
Yes, at church.
You were going to move up quickly in those ranks, Matthew Joseph.
MJ.
MJ! That's
Right?
cute.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Never happened.
Yeah, well, what are you
Okay.
going to do?
Well, thanks so much for sitting with us, Rachel.
Oh, you're so welcome.
You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Come back again soon. We can talk about more names, more baby
Yeah.
names, pet names, people
Let's
names.
talk about boyfriend names.
boyfriend
next
names. Favorite boyfriend names.
Mm.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I have an old timer. I'll tell it. I'll tell it to you
We're
next
gonna
podcast.
save
Teaser,
for next
teasing
time.
it now.
Teaser.
Teaser. Well, thanks so much for sitting with us. Until next time, remember to wash your hands, pee after sex, be nice to people, and appreciate weird names.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.